He's AJ.
She's Nikki.
And this is Till Death Do Us Talk. I did it.
You did.
You did it last week, and I actually did it this week, and I didn't mess it up.
This is still chicken do us bake. No.
I mean, baked chicken's pretty good. This isn't the food episode again, is it?
Well, kind of.
A little bit. How are you?
I'm all right.
All right. What did we do? What's new?
What's new?
What's new with you?
I don't know when this is coming out, but yesterday was my birthday.
Nice. This is actually coming out on Max's birthday, I think.
Max's birthday.
Yeah, I think
Fuck that guy.
if you're listening to this on the day it released, I think it'll be the 26th. I think.
Cool.
I think.
Happy birthday, Max.
Happy birthday, Max.
He'll never hear this.
He might. He'll hear it while we're playing it back at home and trying to take 600 different clips out of it.
Yeah, he's not paying attention. He's more interested in Paw Patrol.
So, yeah, it was your birthday yesterday. We had fun.
Mm-hmm.
We went and did some escape rooms.
Yeah, they were cool.
We scheduled ourselves 2, ended up doing 3.
KW escape rooms in Kitchener, Waterloo.
Shout out.
I don't understand Kitchener, Waterloo, though.
That really bothered you the
really
whole
does
way
bother
in.
me.
Like,
How
as
is
soon
it-
as we hit the first sign.
How is it like two towns, but people refer to it as one town? It was like, I'm going to Kitchener, Waterloo. It's like, but it's Kitchener and Waterloo, and there's a bunch of stuff in between the two.
Yeah. And Cambridge is mixed in there somewhere too, isn't it?
Cambridge is over on the other side.
Is
of
it?
the highway.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I don't know.
See, right?
Southern Ontario's fucked up.
If you live in or are from Kitchener Waterloo and want to enlighten us on
Care
the
to
inner
weigh
workings
in?
on how your district works, AJ's really interested because it's bugging him.
You can contact us at 555
55.
44.
Nice. Hi, Chuck.
Hello.
Chuck's over there. Behind the ones and twos.
Behind the ones and twos
And the threes. Yeah, I guess
And
there's
the
3.
threes.
The ones and threes. Hey, guess what?
What's up?
I want to play a game.
Oh, jeez, that's amazing.
I do.
All right, let's play a game. What game do you want to play today?
I'm called. It's the food game.
It's the food. Oh, that's what you meant by we're going to talk about food. Okay. See, he sprung this on me. I didn't know.
See, what we're gonna do
Okay.
is one of us is gonna name a food,
Okay.
and then the other person has to name a food that starts with the last letter of the previous food's name.
All right. Well, Chuck, you're going to have to mediate a little bit because we might mess this up.
Why?
Okay.
How are you gonna mess it up?
I don't know.
Pizza.
Apricot.
Thai food.
What?
Yeah, it works.
That can't count.
Tomato.
I forgot what it ends with for a second. Is it an O?
Tomato.
It's an O, right? Not an E.
Isn't it a W?
Octopus?
Ooh, squash.
Hash browns.
Oh, another S. Steak.
Kale.
Oh, eggplant.
Tacos.
Sasquatch.
I think you lose.
Yeah. Aw,
I want to play a game.
You want to play another game?
no.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a good one.
That would be a great like parody of Saw. If it was like ridiculous games.
Oh,
like games
just,
like that. Like they get trapped in a room and then if you fuck up on this game, you die.
I would totally watch that.
Yeah.
We need the guys that do the scary movie game or something, and they can do it.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
It would be fun.
That'd be
That
great.
was good stuff.
That was great. That was a fun one.
Sasquatch.
Thanks for bringing that one.
Sam Squanch.
I just remembered I had something.
Chuck has something.
Chuck has something.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Oh,
Oh.
happy birthday to me.
Chuck has.
Oh, Chuck's just
Chuck's
throwing shit at me.
shit at him. Happy birthday. Here, have some stuff. That's hilarious.
Ooh, we should open one now and open one later. What do you think?
Sure, we can
It's-
open one on
Look,
camera.
look what Chuck got me. I need a monitor here now.
Yeah,
so I
you
can,
do
like,
now. Chuck's like,
Look here. Which one
is
am I
it
showing,
good?
Chuck?
What am
This
I
one?
showing?
Am I showing mine or the wide one?
Yeah, well, back it up a bit.
Back it up.
Back it up.
Okay.
Back it up.
This one. Look, Chuck. Black and white Batman. Let's see what we got. Blind bags. I love these fucking things.
You do. We have a lot of things. I will spend a good half an hour in an aisle in a store feeling through all those bags to see which one's which.
Oh, this one's dope. Check that Batman out, guys.
Oh,
That's really cool. I'm going to put him over here. I'm going to put him right here.
that's really cool.
There you go, Batman. Thanks, Chuck.
Oh, he's like checking out Skeletor. Look at
He's
him.
going to go this way. He goes, I'm Batman.
Oh, Batman.
Cool. And we'll open the other one before we go.
That's really cool.
That's awesome. Thanks, Chuck. That's cool.
Welcome.
I like those things. I think it's crazy how they put like the thing around it so you can't like feel which one it is.
Yeah, see, they do that with that ones. That's why I was saying, like, some of them don't do that, and I'll sit there and I'll play around with them and figure out which ones. I found, like my Funko Harley, I found that way because her little things had little tiny jester ball hat things on them, and so I was able to figure out which one she was.
Villain? Ooh. Cool. Those are dope. I like those.
Neat. You have a lot of Batman stuff. He can stay here, right?
Oh, yeah. He's going to live right there. He's going to hang out with us now.
That's awesome.
Right on. Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate it, man. What are we talking about today? Not Batman presents.
No, we're not talking about Batman presents.
We should. But that's okay.
Yeah.
The presence of Batman.
I thought we could talk a little bit about parenting and what that's like for us.
Parenting how, though?
Well, I mean, we're a different type of family. We're a different type of household. So those that don't know, we have 2 kids. We have Max and we have Taylor.
Holy shit, we have 2?
We have 2. They've been there, though.
Holy crap.
A while now. And Taylor is 3 years old. And Maxwell is 10.
No, he'll be 11
Soon
today.
to be 11 when you're
11
listening
today
to this.
when you're watching
He'll
this.
be 11 by now.
Fucking 11.
11. And we've got one who is neurotypical and one who is neurospicy, as people like to call it.
Okay.
So
I don't like that.
You don't like when people call it
No,
neurospicy?
No, because spicy to me means something dirty, something naughty.
Oh.
Like
Okay.
Like when girls on TikTok are like, hey, go to my spicy site. Or
Oh.
whatever, right?
Oh my God. Now I will never use neurospicy again.
Yeah.
Yep. It's gone.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, so he's autistic.
Right, hot, spicy.
You're right. You're going to make me blush on camera.
He is autistic.
Yes. So Max is autistic level 2, nonverbal.
I tend not to say has autism because I feel like having something is something you contract or something you can get rid of.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good way
And
to put
because
it.
that's who he is.
Yeah, that's why I like to say he is autistic, not he. And
I was just explaining to our friend,
yeah.
our friendly neighborhood friends.
Yeah, so I thought we could just talk about being parents and kind of just give people a little bit of insight of what that's been like for us for the last 10 years, 11 years. And what's
Interesting.
changed in the last 3.
Interesting. It's been interesting.
It's been a journey.
It's been a trip, man.
And I'm sure all parents say that. Like, it's a journey from day one, right? Like, from peeing on a stick, day one, even. But the journey changes without you realizing it sometimes,
Well, yeah.
right? So, one of my notes was kind of like expectations of being a parent versus the reality of being a parent. And so, like, I thought we could talk a little bit about what our expectations were before we were actually parents, whether it was when we were younger or when, like, I don't know if boys ever think about being a dad when they're kids. But I thought
That
about,
was kind of sexist.
I'm not
Of course we
saying
do.
you don't. I'm wondering because I'm not a boy. I don't know how often that comes up for young men.
It depends on the kind of boy you are. Just like for girls, it
We're the
depends on
worst.
the
We
kind of girl you are.
Have got to stop drinking carbonated beverages.
Maybe people are into that.
Maybe they are, and that's why they watch.
Maybe that's what they're like. Just like, you know how people are down with like people squishing bugs or like
Oh, that
cake
was
in their
such
feet.
a bad episode. Or Reddit. I don't know. It's gross. Anyway.
Point is, don't king shame.
No. I forgot
But
what I was talking about.
You were talking about the expectations versus reality.
Yeah.
But how?
Oh, right. I was talking about how do boys, young men, do you think
yeah.
about like when you were a kid
It depends.
or younger?
It depends on if it's some like, you know, jock dude who doesn't have like, you know, emotions, then probably not.
Okay. So what about yourself? As a young man, did you ever think about having kids or not having kids or what it would be like, or when I'm older and I have kids, I'm going to do this? Any of those types of lines ever come?
Yes and no, I guess. maybe I said I would do certain things that I don't do because it hurts my body.
Okay.
Right? Like when you're 20 and you're like, oh, I'm gonna have kids and I'm gonna go and run around and blah blah blah. And now it's like I get down on the floor. I live there.
Yeah.
Right. So like getting on the floor to play like Lego or right.
That gets harder day after day.
Yeah.
It's much harder for me to do that with Taylor than it was to do with Max. And that's only like a 10-year difference, not even.
Only a 10-year difference?
Oh, I don't know.
10 years is a lot of time, man. Especially for a body that's deteriorating.
Hey, don't talk about my body like that.
Everybody. Everybody.
Yeah, I think like I grew up always kind of thinking about what it was going to be like to be a mom or a parent or whatever. I mean, I played with dolls and stuff like that, so I would play house as a kid and stuff like the usual girl playing games of make believe. But
I always liked little kids and little babies and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, that's
like
a good
whenever
sign.
we had, a party or a house gathering or something like that, and there was a baby there, I'd always be like, "Oh, yay, baby!"
Yeah, and then there's some men
that
that are like, "Oh, I am not holding that. If I drop it, it's dying." Like,
right. But I guess
people.
at that point, it was like, I can give you back.
Yeah.
Right. I don't have to. Oh, your baby pooped. Here you go.
I guess as a younger, I didn't have any I want to say strict expectations of what it was going to be like. I just knew I wanted to do it. You know what I mean? Like I was like, I'm going to be a mom someday. And I didn't really think of the possibility of having a neurodivergent child or a special needs child in any way. Like I think it was back there somewhere like, oh yeah, of course, there's always a possibility that you'll have a kid with either Down syndrome or autism or whatever there possibly could be. But I don't know why it just never came to my forefront.
Because it's not something you wanted.
Well, I don't think anybody does want that, right?
Then that's probably not the first thing on somebody's mind, right? Like, you're not thinking about that because it's not something you want. It's like when I walk out of the house, I'm not thinking about getting punched in the face. But there's a chance I might get punched in the face.
Right.
I'm not thinking about getting robbed, but I might get robbed. Right? It's not something that comes into my brain when I'm going to go out of my house.
Right.
So obviously having an autistic kid isn't something that would be in the forefront of your, right? Because it's also, I'm not sure what the, what the percentage is, but it's probably a, lower percentage of people having autistic to the point of Max, right? Because autism being a spectrum, you could sit here and, stim and then, oh, you're autistic. Right?
Yeah. And there's a lot that my brain goes to when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I guess I just mean like, I have a special needs aunt. And it still didn't come to my brain when I got pregnant even that I was like, oh, I could potentially have a special needs child.
Right.
Like it just wasn't there. And it's not because I forgot who my aunt was and that she existed. It's just that it just didn't come up. And I think maybe I don't know if that's the same for other families that have it within their bloodline as well or not. But
you and Max were both tested, were you? As we're told it wasn't genetic.
Max was tested.
Right. So it's not genetic.
For they did blood work for some form of genetic testing to see if it was this one form of autism, and they said it wasn't. I'm sure there's way better scientific ways to explain what I just said, but yeah. So, but that's still it just surprises me sometimes that I never thought about it. I guess just a little bit.
Yeah, and there's denial.
Yeah, maybe.
Right? Like later on when he was born. That's the weird thing too, though, because you're looking for certain things that you're not seeing because, like in Max, like we always say now that if he could talk, it would probably be fine, right? Like if he could communicate. But when he was 2 or 1,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just blah blah blah, but he's still walking around, he's still going to the bathroom properly, he's still eating properly. Like he's not
Mm-hmm.
autistic in that sense, for lack of a better term,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's speech autism.
He's nonverbal or non-communicative is what we kind of like to say now. But you're right. Like it was hard to kind of, I guess the way we say it is, yeah, if Max could talk, it would be very hard to tell that he's autistic.
Right.
And autism can be a very invisible
Mhm.
thing to begin with for many folks. But back when he was younger, it was kind of like, oh, he's just a toddler.
Right. And then
Right?
there's,
Like,
and then
he's
there's
just
everybody
not-
else saying to you, oh, it'll come. Oh, it'll come.
Right. And like the doctor calling it a speech delay
Yeah.
instead of potential autism. Until, 3 years later, now we're like, okay, it's not just speech.
Right.
you
And that
know?
doctor was supposed to be like an expert in neurodiverse people.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
It didn't work out very great.
I'm not
did
going to
it?
drop the doctor's name.
No, but it was a struggle for that process. You're right. And it was,
Because I remember the one time you took him in there and she did a bunch of stuff like it had to do with, I don't know, hearing or like paying attention and she did a bunch. Oh, no, he's not autistic.
like just behavioral kind of
Yeah.
basic testing.
She's
and
like,
she's
no,
like,
she's not. He's not autistic.
and that's when she said speech delay, and that's when we started going to speech.
Right.
And then he, I guess, maybe aged out of hers practice or something, and we got switched over. She referred him to the doctor he has now, which did got him for more additional testing, which ultimately led to his diagnosis.
Right. His diagnosis was given to us by a psychologist.
Yes. Yes. So we just had to go through this train of freaking doctors to get there. But yes.
Stupid.
And
Like these
we
people make
also-
money too. It's like you should be able to call them up and be like, hey, I think my kid's autistic. Can I pay you money to test him?
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And it was also, we were going through diagnosis in COVID. Yeah. So 2019, he started kindergarten. And it was 2020 when he was diagnosed. Yeah. That's why we did all of the interviews over the phone.
right.
And all the, like,
Right. I remember now. We did end up going there in person, but
for the final
exam,
as I called it. But yeah. Which it could be different now, 6-7 years later, but that was a very weird process for me, in my remembering of the experience.
For me, it was the questions that the psychologist asked. Like the one that sticks out in my head was, did anything happen? Right. It's like, by you saying that, you're leading me to believe that autism is something that can just happen. Like he can fall out of a fucking chair and get autism. I don't think that's how that works.
No, and I don't know if that was why that question was asked, though. It was more of a, it could have been a potential question to rule out something else. Like if he was dropped on his head as a kid, there could be something else neurological that's going on that's not necessarily autism.
All kids are dropped on their heads.
I mean, at least once, right?
At least once.
But yeah, I remember like it being really weird because it was all like firsthand experience on us. And like Max didn't do a lot of daycare. He didn't do a lot of socializing before school, and then school shut down like right away. So we were just starting to learn, like the school was what helped push us to get the diagnosis, I think too, because they were like, yeah, I think maybe there's something more going on here, because his teacher was going through the same thing with her boy.
I think it was a speech pathologist.
Yeah,
For me, it was, what's her name, Heather.
Yeah, it was Heather and I think Natalie, his EA from kindergarten, was helpful.
Yeah, because I guess EAs are just in kindergarten too, aren't they?
Yeah, they were there no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was the in-person testing, like that was just like one single interaction in person with my kid for 45 minutes and you have him completely diagnosed.
Yeah, there were some things on like some of the tests that they did too, or that were like there's the one where you can barely do this as an adult. Like it has like the weird shapes, like the rhombuses and the triangles, and they try to make a bunny, or it's like a pictogram or something, pictograph or something that they get him to do.
Yeah.
And it's like, how old was he? 3 or 4 or something like that? It's like my 3-year-old now probably wouldn't be able to do that as well as.
You know what pisses me off even more about that one? He's so fucking good at those now.
Yeah.
Like he's so good.
Right?
So fucking good at those. And he was so good at those like within 6 months after. It was like they introduced him to that. He'd never done that before.
Yeah.
So they introduced him to that. And once he's done that, like ever since then, because there's that Stardust program that we've used. And it uses, or Starfall, yeah. Stardust, Stardust is a period app.
Well, Stardust is the shit that you use in fucking
and
Pokemon. To
Pokemon,
make your
yes.
Shit.
But so he used that app and he was doing those puzzles like crazy during COVID. So it was like, how can you tell me that that was the way to diagnose something when I know he can do them? So it was just, and it's been a time now. I've always boggled with having him looked at again. But
well, I was gonna say that too, because there's certain like, I feel like they also based off if he wanted to do something or didn't want to do something, and how much convincing it took him to do something. Because with Taylor, like today, he was doing the thing with no, I don't want to. No. Like it's the same thing as Max saying no, not right now, because he didn't want to do a test for these people.
Yeah.
Right? So like you're right. It should have been more like maybe 3 times. Because, like, maybe the next time he goes in there, he doesn't want to do the thing he did last time, but he wants to do the thing that you offered him to do.
Yeah, he's also a 4-year-old kid around strangers trying to get him to do things. Like, and I mean, and I'm only saying that because I now watch his younger brother who wouldn't perform, for lack of a better word, for a couple of strangers either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, it's a weird dynamic. And it might have been different. Like, again, it might be different now that it's fully in person. It might have been different before COVID when it was fully in person, right? They would have seen Max in the room with us during those discussions. But because it was COVID, it was via Zoom. You weren't really interacting. And if we did have Max with us, he was literally just being forced to sit with us, right? So it wasn't a proper situation. We got more out of the last year I had him in social working this past year than we ever got out of the psychologist that diagnosed him.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of about like expectations versus realities. So the reality is that our life is very, very different with Max than we thought it was going to be having kids. And now with Taylor, Taylor's kind of giving us a taste of the medicine that we didn't get 10 years ago.
Yeah. It's like one of those bittersweet kind of things, right? Like, oh, this is the kid I always wanted. Fuck you, kid.
Yeah. And we don't say that in a sense of like, Max is a kid we didn't want. Max is everything to us. It's the neurotypical side of the view that we wanted to see.
This is how I always wanted my child to act, I guess. It is a better.
Other autism parents will listen to this and completely understand when we say like there's something about understanding you may never hear your own child tell you that they love you, and then going to having a neurotypical child of your own say I love you 700 times a day unprompted. Like it's a very big difference in our lives having those two different individuals. Like it's massively different, and I really hope, thank you. I really hope that, you know, we're talking from our point of view and our perspective and what Max is like. It, like we keep saying, it's a spectrum. Every parent is going through something different.
Yeah.
It could be worse. It could be better. Chances are, it could be exactly the same. But there's still going to be some differences. But the reality of it, I wouldn't change my reality, even though it's not what I expected.
No, it's not like when you hear the diagnosis, your heart sinks, obviously. You're pit in your stomach.
Absolutely.
and you think it's going to be oh so hard. But fortunately, I don't feel like it's been as hard as it could have been, right? Because like there's parents who have autistic kids that are taking them to the bathroom and feeding them, and they're still wearing diapers at 11, stuff like that,
or
right?
the other health issues that are known to associate themselves
Right.
alongside autism,
stuff like that we're not dealing with. Like at this point, Max will feed himself if he's hungry most of the time.
Yeah.
He goes to the bathroom. I don't even know when. Like,
Completely
he just
independently.
He goes to the fucking bathroom. He's got to go. He's got to go. Right.
Yeah.
He gets his own water. He cleans up after himself. He cleans up after us. He cleans up after his brother.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain life skills that I think he could learn, but that he hasn't learned because we go, oh, he won't be able to do that, or it'll be really hard for him to do that, and we just kind of put a stop on it right there.
Yeah, which we've been trying to change a lot lately. I try to bring in the whole I want to assume he can before I assume he can't attitude. And honestly, that one commercial I always go back to is that commercial with the girl with Down syndrome, and she's out partying and everyone's like, what, you can't do that? Why? Who said I can't do this? It's an interesting commercial. I'll find it for you later, but I'll put it in the link if people want it. But it just goes to show, like, just because you say I can't because I have special needs actually doesn't mean I can't. Like, don't assume I can't because I have a special need.
I think my problem is assuming if he will or won't.
Yeah, sometimes that can be an issue too.
Based off of his patterns and everything like that, it's just like, no, he won't do that. Or like, he won't eat that. Mm-hmm. He's not going to eat that.
But then he surprises us.
Well, 9 times out of 10,
all
he won't
the time.
Eat that, but
yeah, but there's still surprises that come along with it, I think.
But then I showed you that TikTok of that autistic guy who seemed like it was like a Max situation where for 12 years of his life he was basically nonverbal, and then something changed, right? About the foods that Max eats: peanut butter toast. It's a beige food. It's not too bright. It's not too dark. Oats. Beige food. Chicken and French fries. The brightest thing the kid eats is pizza and Fruit Loops. And popsicles.
Or as like his fruit snacks, but even then he prefers the berry ones that are the darker kind of off colors. You're right. And that's one thing. You mentioned TikTok, so now I kind of want to touch base on the whole world of TikTok without being too much into it. TikTok's helped open up my life to see that we're not alone in some of the struggles that we do have with Max. Yeah. Like, Max is an amazing kid, and most of the time, like you're saying, we always say like we're very lucky with Max in that sense that he doesn't have a lot of behavioral issues. Knock on wood, he does not elope like a lot of people have problems with.
You want to hear a story?
But yeah, okay.
I was on the toilet today.
Okay.
Right after you left.
Right.
And all of a sudden the Ring camera goes off and I don't hear Max anymore. And I say, Taylor, where's Max? He went out that way to the living room. So I pull up the Ring camera thing and he's standing at the door. And then all of a sudden he's gone. He went to the car to bring in the bags that you'd left in the car.
Oh, with our rain stuff in it.
Yeah.
That kid's amazing. And so yesterday was
scared the shit out of me.
Absolutely.
It's like, where the fuck did he go? Right. But at the same time, it's like, oh, you just went to the car.
So, yeah. And
I thought he'd gone to grandma's.
Well, and that's just it, right? Like, that's the thing with Max is like I say here, yeah, we don't worry about eloping. But as he becomes older and he gets more independent, and now his grandma lives 2 doors down from him, so he does have this ease of access to her place. He's starting to kind of push his boundaries a little bit more by doing things like that. Like yesterday or this morning, we went to go and leave, and we realized that grandma forgot her house key to our house at our house last night. And so he picked it up and was like, I have to bring this back to grandma.
Yeah, that's his incessant need for things to be.
They have to be in their
Where they are.
places. So he's like, this is grandma's. It doesn't belong here. If she doesn't have it, we can't get back in the house next time, kind of deal. Like his whole mind must go. And so I had to, open the door and let him go and bring the key back to grandma's
Man.
this morning before we left.
It'd be weird to live in his head for a day. It could be interesting.
I wish I could. That is the one, like, genie wish for me would be to have a full worded conversation with Max.
No, I want pictures. I want, like, if we had genie wish, it'd be like, I want thought bubble pictures.
Oh, if like
Right, so
constantly
I can see
all the time.
Exactly how his brain is formulating to do the thing he feels he needs to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So like I was saying, we're fairly lucky when it comes to behavior. But Max does have his days. And sometimes it's the hardest when he's sick or he's in pain.
Not even sick. Sick's easy.
It's become very easy.
Because I think it always has.
Yeah, you think so?
It's always been easy. Because,
maybe it's just because I'm a mom.
Because when he was a toddler, it's the same as any other toddler. You have to be a detective.
Mm-hmm.
Try and figure out what's wrong. As he got older, like when he got COVID, he didn't get COVID like everybody else got COVID. He just kind of hung out on the couch for 2 or 3 days. He just got really hung out on the couch for 2 or 3 days. And then as soon as that third day happened, back to bouncing around on the couch like a freaking bunny rabbit.
Yeah. Max has an immune system better than anybody I've ever met. It's got to be all the stuff he puts in his mouth. But
I mean, how much dirt is that fucking kid eating?
But yeah. He has his off days, and I think the worst are when he can't really communicate a need, and it's usually when he's in pain. But his communication is something that I really wanted to touch base on because it's interesting how it's evolved.
Yeah.
Over the years. Because so the reason why we didn't, there's a few reasons I think why we think we didn't kind of catch autism right away. A, the doctor told us speech delay. B, he was talking. Like he was doing certain things. He was meeting all of the other milestones.
Yeah.
And he wasn't stimming as much as he does now.
Yeah.
But so it was really kind of hard for us to see it. And also we were new parents. We didn't have kids before this. We didn't know what a kid was supposed to develop like or what they were supposed to
The weird part is when he was like 1, my dad looked at us and said, he's autistic.
Yeah, that's right. I remember you telling me that. Oh shit, sorry.
Oh. Yeah. And it had something to do with how he would look at him.
Yeah, and
or
now
not look at him.
And now when you look at Max, like like you can understand it's that look, right? But
there's something different in his eyes when you look at him. It's just like there's almost no visual connection.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you look at him and you actually catch his eye contact, there's like no visual connection. So you think like, oh, he's not paying attention.
Right.
But then like you could tell him to do anything and the kid will do anything.
So interesting fact I learned about that because again, we're essentially detectives is what we've turned into. And we aren't only detectives with Max, but we also, I mean, you don't do it as much as I do, but we're looking at autism videos. We're watching autism videos. We're learning about autism. And one of the things I learned recently, actually, and Mark Rober, I'm going to thank for that one because he just posted another video about his son for autism awareness. So shout out to them. Cutest kid in the world. Next to mine. But the have you ever heard of the autistic girl who was speechless until she was given a computer?
Yeah, Carly Fleischman.
That's her name. Thank you. Well, she's the one that kind of opened people's eyes up to why they don't look at you, because they take in so much information with their eyes that if they look at you, there's so much information in your face alone that they can't concentrate on what you'd be telling them.
Huh.
And so it's because they see everything, just like they look around a room or they're standing in a park. And Mark Rober does this really cool thing in the video where he's standing at a park and he goes, so you and I could be standing here and having a conversation and you're just hearing me and I'm just hearing you and we're talking. And yeah, there's some noise in the background, but we're barely paying attention. He's like, but what my son hears is the train, and he starts increasing the volume of all these other sounds in the park over top of the conversation. It's like, that's what he hears.
But that's for certain autistic people.
Right. But it's that sensory thing, right? So some people so a kid that doesn't like loud noises probably would hear all of those things very strongly.
Right. And those are the autistic people that usually see wearing headphones.
Right. Whereas Max doesn't wear headphones. Max loves noise.
Yeah.
And I think that's because he's a child of two musicians and spent a lot of time in a studio when he was younger.
He doesn't cover his ears. He doesn't again, there's certain, I want to call them, I guess, autistic stereotypes, because not all autistic people do these things, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, yeah, they're different parts of the spectrum, I guess, right?
Well, it's like saying all people of a certain race are bad drivers.
Yeah.
Well, no. It's a spectrum, right? Well,
and there's autistic traits that neurotypical people have too, and it doesn't make them autistic.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna say it out there right now. I'm gonna
well,
do my hot take.
I call it TikTokism.
Yeah, it's my hot take. Just because you have something similar, like an extreme collection or interest, everybody can get extreme interests of their own and not be classified as autistic. There's a whole criteria, and people are just like, yeah, I'm autistic based off 3 little things that they read on the internet.
Well, yeah.
And that just...
It's WebMD.
I'm going to have to stop because I'm going to get real fucking mad about it.
Get mad. Tell them how you really feel.
But, because it's just, it's demeaning when, oh, I'm undiagnosed autistic. No, then you're not autistic.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And if you really believe that you are, and for some reason you're having struggle getting diagnosed, I don't know if you live in a place, like, I don't know if it's easy to get a diagnosis in the States as it was for us in Canada. I don't understand it in every different country in the world, but if you are somebody who's diagnosing yourself based off of a video you've seen on TikTok, saw on TikTok, then I don't know if we can be the best of friends.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think it's like I said, it's just like WebMD. It's like when you have the sniffles and you go to WebMD and then all of a sudden you're dying.
Yeah, like I could have a lot of traits of bipolar, but it doesn't necessarily make me bipolar because I'm hormonal 1 week, you know?
Well, yeah, you have to be like that all the time.
Exactly.
Not just that's called having your period.
I know, but that's what I mean. Like, it's not like I'm like, oh, I'm bipolar once a month. No, I have my period once a month. But my point is that people are self-diagnosing, and I don't want to take it away from the fact that, okay, maybe you have these needs, these sensory needs or whatever it might be. I don't want to take that away from people, but don't come out there and be like, I need this type of help.
But like you said before,
if you don't,
a lot of neurotypical people have autistic tendencies. Like we talked about it last time. Chuck wears a certain pair of socks when he plays hockey or whatever. Right? That's not autism, but people with autism do shit like that.
Yeah, Max wears a certain pairs of socks. Oh, Max wears certain outfits together. I've noticed.
Yeah, and so do people who don't have autism.
So Max always gets shirts and pants when we buy clothes, and he'll always match them. You're right.
But and then I have a huge Batman collection, right? I don't play with them. I have them in the case to look at them. They're in a line, right?
Yeah.
There's certain things I like to do at certain times in my day. Just because I have preferences and routinely do them doesn't make me autistic.
No.
Right? I like to have my coffee when I wake up, not after I go to the bathroom or like stuff like that. Or you know, like there's people who eat pancakes on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
That's not autism, that's just liking to do something.
Yeah, and I think there's just too many people that are just watching a few videos and be like, hey, I'm like that, I've got to be this, and then going off in this world. And like, if you watched a couple videos and then suddenly wearing headphones helps you when you're out in public, then I guess do you, man. But don't sit there and scream from the top of the lungs that you have a diagnosis that you don't have. That's all. If you want to wear headphones because it helps you in a loud place, then fucking wear headphones. But don't tell me you're doing it because you're autistic.
Yeah.
Unless you actually are.
But and that's the thing too. I was sorry, that was a point I was going to make too. Neurotypical people like sensory input or lack thereof.
Fucking, I can only take so much of a loud room.
Right?
Right.
When I was a kid, I had a blanket, like a blankie, that I called my feely. And it was because around the edge there was a trim of satin.
Right.
Or like fake satin or polyester or whatever. But it was one of those things where it was like soft, it was smooth. And then once it warmed up, I'd move. And then I'd move. And I'd keep feeling it. Right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider myself autistic.
Well,
it's
internet might say otherwise.
It's a sensory input.
Yeah.
Right?
And like, sometimes I think things get really grouped together on the internet too. Like somebody will have an actual sensory disorder and then just hashtag autism it.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay,
right,
but are you actually autistic, or are you hashtagging autism because this is also an autistic trait and you want to hit that TikTok crowd? Because there's a difference.
I think that's what it is, because like you're hypersensitive to having your hair pulled.
Yes.
Right? Like even one little strand. But then, like,
yeah,
right? I could sit here and tug on my hair all day.
Yeah,
doesn't bother me. Sensory difference is the point, right? Or touching things. I don't like touching cotton balls, but that's just because they give me the heebie-jeebs.
My stepdad literally can't.
Yeah,
like he just cannot.
I don't like the. It's like,
yeah, he does not. Doesn't do that at all. But. Yeah, I don't want to offend anybody that might just have an issue getting a diagnosis, because I know that's a thing too. Like I've got moms that I've talked to that they, like, you know, the conversations we have, like I'm not a doctor either, so I can't sit there and diagnose anybody's kid either. Like I can tell you if your kid has similar tendencies that mine does, but I'm not going to sit there and tell you if your kid is autistic or not.
Well, that's
right?
the thing.
So
we
it's not my job. I'm just an autistic or an autism mom who recognizes what traits are out there and has done a fuck ton of her own research on it.
Well, there's like the game we play in our house, autism or toddler.
Autism or 10-year-old.
Right? No, autism or toddler.
Or toddler. Yeah.
He lines up the toddler lines up his colors and stuff
Taylor's
like that.
doing that now, yeah.
But then there's something else going on when he does it.
He's playing a different game, and then he'll grab his monster truck and run over them.
Yeah, because Max
it's a whole thing.
When Max did it, he would just line them up and fuck off.
And then come back, and then one by one they go back in the toy box.
Yeah, right? But that's what I'm... Oh, hey, holy crap.
That was weird.
You only got that in one headphone too?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I lost my left side.
We all lost our left side. That's weird.
That's really weird. I'll let you figure that out, and I will just kind of talk for a second here. We had a lot of times when Max was younger and he would do weird things, and now with Taylor, I'm like, he's not doing those things.
That's weird.
And I don't know.
Well, we'll have to rock with this until we're done because I have no idea what happened.
It's all good. We don't need to hear it as two sides, I guess. Sorry, folks. Oops.
But now having Taylor, who's neurotypical, I don't fucking make my head feel weird.
Yeah.
Now having Taylor, who's neurotypical, hey, whatever you're doing is working.
Hey, there we go.
I
It's
think
kind
one
of
my
working.
cables just cut out.
Yeah, there you
yeah,
go.
You got it, Chuck.
Perfect.
You got it. Thanks,
Yay!
buddy. Chuck's our hero. We don't have to sound like we're in a tin can and like.
Not to anybody else, probably just to us, but good thing anyway, just in case.
Oh yeah, it was just coming out of there.
So, but yeah, sorry, we were saying Taylor now.
It's like having a weird social experiment.
Yeah, we have
house.
like a human science experiment in our own house in that sense. Yeah, because we get to kind of experience, and we've done it. So they're 8 years apart. So we've done it in a way that like we've almost forgotten what it was like to have a toddler. But as Taylor's doing things, we're like, wait a second, Max didn't do that.
Yeah, Max didn't do stuff like that.
Or we're like, oh, Max didn't do that. And now Taylor's like full-blown toddler, like full talking, full annoying 3-year-old magic, right? Smart as hell. And we're still like, oh, that's not what, Max didn't do that. And speaking of having two, we were scared to have a second one because we were like, Max, as much as we love him and we're very lucky and he's not that much of a hard work, having two neurodivergent kids could have been tricky, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not going to get two autistic kids that are going to, like you said, you're not going to get two autistic people that are the same.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get two autistic kids in your house that are going to be the exact same either. Mind you, that Ethan and Eli people that I watch on TikTok, they're brothers. They're a year apart. I almost thought they were
They're
twins.
very similar.
Very similar, and I think their diagnoses are a little different. So we were scared.
Yeah.
And so that's part of the reason why we took so long was because we were really busy with Max and we were focused on Max and we were fine being just the three of us. But then when we brought Taylor in, once we had him, the only fear we were having was, is Max going to be okay? And is he gonna hurt him? Is he gonna hate him? Is he gonna what is he gonna do?
The best fucking big brother ever.
And he's done nothing but magic. Yeah,
like the dudes. And I think having Taylor around and us trying to teach Taylor, I don't know, it's like balanced itself out in a way. Like Max has learned a bunch of stuff from what we do with Taylor.
Mm-hmm. Because he's always listening.
Taylor in turn has learned how to translate Max.
Taylor is the most empathetic 3-year-old translator of his older brother I've ever met.
Like, it's crazy.
It's great. Like the other day, he'll come in and I'll be like, "Can you ask Max if he wants a popsicle?" And he'll go, "Okay," and he'll run away into the other room. And you go, "Max, do you want a popsicle?" And Max will go, "Popsicle?" Because Max doesn't say yes. He'll just say
He'll say the
He'll
thing.
repeat back to you if he does want it. If he doesn't want it, he says, "No, not right now," or "No, thanks, I'm good."
No, thanks, I'm good.
And then Taylor will run back and go, "Mommy, he said yes. He didn't say yes."
Right.
But Taylor's totally being like, no, Mommy, he said popsicle, which means yes, right? So yes. And it's like, it's just so amazing to see the stuff they do together.
There was the time, and this was when Taylor was kind of first starting to do sentences and stuff like that, when Max was at the front door and he was fussing about something. I can't remember exactly what it was. Mm-hmm. Taylor runs into the kitchen. Max is having problems.
Oh, yeah. He was waiting for us because we had to go to the bus
or something like that. Yeah.
He came running from the front door like, "Max is crying," or Max
is
is having a problem
or something like that. Yeah.
And it was just like, dude, you're 2.5. Like, what are you doing? This is amazing.
Yeah.
And like, we try to make sure that like, because there's also these times where like Taylor's having to learn boundaries, and every 3-year-old has to learn boundaries at some point.
It's true.
But when your brother is autistic and really doesn't want you in his fucking bubble, you learn boundaries fast, or you are getting a smack. And it's not,
Or a choke.
and it's not to a point where anyone's in super danger or anything, but like they're brothers and it's gonna happen. And I'm kind of looking at Chuck right now, and he kind of has this little smirk on his face and I think it's because he's a brother and he knows that no matter what, there's these little things that happen when you have a sibling. And it's just really cool to see that Max and Taylor are still having this natural sibling connection and relationship, even though they're on 2 different sides.
Oh, yeah, and it wasn't even something we had to teach Max.
Or not on.
It wasn't even something we had to teach him about. He just
does.
That's my brother.
Yeah.
He takes care of him. He helps put his shoes on. He'll do all the things.
Do you want to hear the story I've been saving for you about Max
sure.
for today? So we went to pick up Peaches today with his aunt, and on our way out there, Taylor's water bottle was in the door. And he can't really reach it when it's in the door. And so Max is in the front seat in front of him. And he goes, "Max, can you please reach and pass me my water bottle?" Max turns around, reaches for it from the side of his chair, grabs it, comes around this way, and pours it or hands it to him directly so he can open it. I'm like, that's amazing. You just listen to this instruction from this 3-year-old.
Because that's not the problem.
Because
information
you
in
wanted
is
to.
not the problem.
And so I've been doing a lot of trying to continue to get him to use his words. So I talk a lot for him so that he'll use those words as well, or understand that those are the words he could use in that moment if he wanted to, because I really think sometimes it is by choice. Other times I know it's not. But so... And then Taylor's like, "Max, I'm done. Can you put it back?" Max, sure enough, reaches behind, grabs the water bottle from him, puts it right back to where it was on his door for him.
Information in is not the problem.
Never was. Never was.
And it's only verbal information out that's the problem.
Yeah.
Like if you ask him to do something, he will physically do the actions.
Yeah. So let's talk about Max's communication a little bit, so people understand what that is like, because we say he's nonverbal, but he's more non-communicative. He does have a talker.
He's non-conversational.
Yeah, if you ask Max, "Hey buddy, how was school?"
How was school?
He'll tell you good.
Or he'll say, "How was school?"
Or he'll say, "How was school?" because he has echolalia. We'll just
do a little definition thing. We're making Chuck's job too hard.
No, we're not. He's fine. I'll do it then. I'll do a pop-up. Anyway, I totally lost my spot on that. Fuck. Echolalia. Nope. That was the definition. What was I talking about before that, though? His conversation types. Yeah. So if you non-conversational, if you ask him how his day at school was, you'll get good or how was school. You're not going to ever have Max look at you and go, today in gym class, we played basketball and at recess, I jumped on the climbers and slid down the slide 6 times. I'm not going to get right. I've come to a very hard peace with myself that I'm not going to get those answers from him after school. And that is kind of something I'm looking forward to when Taylor finally goes to school, if he comes home and tells me. And I also know that a lot of kids just don't like to talk about their day, and that's okay
that's true too.
I
was like, "Taylor, what'd you do today?" "I don't know." It's like, dude, you went to grandma's. You know this shit.
We went for a walk.
What'd you do at grandma's? "I don't know."
What do you mean? Did you have your eyes closed all day? What's going on? But at the same time, we're trying to use this talker device with him. But also he'll come in the kitchen and we just know he wants something because he kind of does this look at you like he's wanting something. And
he'll go to the place that he wants the thing from, and then he'll come over to you almost like he's trying to interrupt your conversation, or not interrupt it, but be patient about it. But he's still like, "Hey, I
want to ask you something, but I don't want to use my words. So
I'm right
can
here.
you figure out what I want, please?" And that's what we do is we figure out what he wants. He came in the kitchen earlier. He's kind of looking in the cupboard, looking around, was like, hey, buddy, do you want a snack? And he goes, yeah, snack. And then he'll go to the cupboard, open it up, and pull the snack down. Once you've registered that, yes, it's okay that you want this, he'll do it. But then at the other times, he'll go, oh, hey, he grabs his talker the other day and he pushes, hey. And we're like, hey, buddy, like, what's going on? And then he finds trampoline park.
Oh, yeah.
The kid's never used his talker to ask for trampoline park, let alone ever come up to me and ask to go to the trampoline park. I bring him to the trampoline park because he fucking loves it. But he's never actually come up to me and asked to go somewhere like that before. Like whether it was with his talker or anything. And it was just mind-blowing because he's making so many leaps, and he's made more leaps now in the last 3 years than the first 3 years after his diagnosis. And it's interesting to think about the correlation between him having a younger brother around, or would this have happened anyway?
I think it would have happened anyway. I think what we're seeing changes in, just like you'd see in any person, but differently, in personality and doing things because of hormonal changes. Right?
Yeah.
There's certain time periods in which hormones change.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So from like birth to like 3, and then after you're a toddler,
Mm-hmm.
and then after you're that, 5 to 9 or 10 sort of age.
Right.
And now
He's a preteen.
He's a preteen, and puberty is going to be coming up soon. There's more hormonal changes coming up,
Mm-hmm.
which is prompting more things.
And different changes in your body altogether. Hormones impact so much in your brain and your body.
That's what I'm trying. That's where
Yeah.
I'm trying to go with this.
Yeah. No, you're right. Fuck. Sorry, you're blowing my mind.
So now we're seeing more speech,
Mhm.
more desire to communicate, maybe, more affection.
Yeah.
We're seeing a lot more affection too. Like, it's not that he wasn't affectionate. He wasn't involuntarily affectionate. Like, he'd be affectionate if you gave him a hug. He wouldn't push you away. Or if you gave him a kiss. He still accepts the kiss, but then he wipes it off because he doesn't like guck on his face.
Yeah.
If you kiss him like on his hair, he's fine.
Doesn't touch it.
But I'm seeing more of him coming up and wanting to give hugs, or him coming up and wanting to give like kisses on cheeks, and
Him implementing things
him
in general.
instigating the affection as opposed to you having to go get it. Like you said before, when he did start saying "I love you," he was repeating. He was his echolele again, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just
It felt that way too.
It felt like nothing.
Yeah, like you
Right?
could tell
it was great to hear the words, but it felt like nothing. But then lately, he seems to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? More sincere about repeating it.
Yeah, I was gonna say almost, for lack of a better term, less robotic. Not that Max is robotic; he's quite emotional, actually. But yeah, a little more connection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. Again, it's like this weird science experiment.
Yeah, like and that's why I always ask, like, is it something that would have been something we would have happened anyway if he didn't have us?
I think so.
Looking at Taylor and realizing that Taylor asking for something got him something with his words. You know what I mean?
Could you just ask him after again, what was that? And then, because kind of like when I come over and I say, hi, Max, and he says, hi, Max.
Right.
And then you guys say no. And he's like, hi, Uncle Chuck.
Yeah.
So he knows what it is, but he has to say to repeat first.
That might be like
Sometimes-
an
So
OCD
maybe
kind of
if
thing.
you said, I love you, and he says, I love you, and then you say, what was that? And
Hey.
he'll say, I love you again. And
You know what?
That's a good-
And he says
that's a
it
good
again
point.
because he means it.
Yeah, and I think that's a very good point, and you're right. And it's funny because you bring something up that's interesting I never realized before, because he never did that before. He would just repeat without, like, because I feel like when he would say, hi, Max. And we'd be like, nobody, it's hi, Uncle Chuck. Now we just have to say nobody. And he goes, hi, Uncle Chuck, and just corrects before you
Or it's
correct
just like,
him.
no. Right.
Right. So like before you'd have to correct him. Now you just have to be like, actually, and he corrects himself.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool
So,
to see
yeah,
that development alone too.
That's a good hypothesis.
Yeah. So,
and I want to implement said hypothesis.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try that. Good call, dude.
Chuck's been around all of Max's life as well. So
No, I'm pretty sure Chuck was like the first stranger other than a nurse to hold him.
Yeah, outside of our mothers, yeah.
Well, they're not strangers.
No. But they would have been to Max.
I guess so.
The first time they held him. Anyway, the point is that, yeah, thank you, because that's great insight on Max.
That thing, man.
I don't know why I keep doing that.
You're
I think
like
it's
right up
because
here.
I know it's because I know I go quiet, so I keep wanting to make sure I'm not quiet.
But it's not, like Taylor would say, it's not food.
It's not food.
It's not food. I get this one a lot from Taylor.
Not the mama.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Not the mama.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I guess a version of that.
It's more, I'm talking to
I'm
mummy.
talking a mummy with the attitude.
Talking to
I'm
mummy.
talking a mummy.
And it's cute because Taylor plays Max's games with him.
Oh, yeah.
So Max does a lot of acting out his Paw Patrol scenes. And Taylor now kind of joins in with him. And Max fucking loves when you join in with his games and his like
And I think
stims, I guess, for his vocal stims.
And I think Taylor gets that.
Oh, and he does
Taylor
now
understands
anyway.
that that's one way that he can play with Max.
Yeah, it's so cool to see, and I can't wait for him to continue to share his brother with people too, because I can see that happening. But it's just so cute how he'll do that. So then now Max is kind of deterred from no, not right now, and he's now doing no thanks, I'm good. And so now when we ask Taylor something, I'll be like, hey buddy, do you want some toast? He'll be like, no thanks, I'm good. And it's just so funny to hear both of them using the same phrases.
The funny thing is Taylor doesn't understand why he's doing it. He's just getting the fact that this is how Max is saying no thank you. And it's funny, so I'm going to do it too.
And it makes mommy and daddy smile every time he does it. So,
Taylor's a very big proponent of, if it makes you happy, then I'm going to keep doing it.
Absolutely.
Or if it makes you smile, I'm going to keep doing it.
And so is Max.
Neurotypical toddler.
But so is Max. Because Max, it's like, if he starts doing a vocal stim in the toy room and we go in there and we start doing it with him, he lights up like the stars, and he just has so much fun, and he wants to keep going, and he wants to keep laughing and keep laughing.
But I think that's different. That's different because you're joining in on his game, whereas with Taylor doing it, he's making you react a certain way.
Yeah, but I think Max sees us having fun too, though.
No, I think that's different than what I was trying to talk about.
Okay. Sorry. Then my apologies.
Because Max doesn't, like, when Max does something and you're like, hey, buddy, that was really funny, he doesn't keep doing it.
No, only.
Whereas Taylor, if you tell him something's really funny, he'll keep doing it over and over and over again to elicit the same reaction that came before.
Right.
Max doesn't give a shit unless you're doing something the way he wants done.
Right. So, like, when he makes us say his phrases, and he'll make us act out one of his scenes. So, like, I'll have to say a line, and then AJ will say a line, and Max, again, loves when you play out his scenes for him. So, like, when we do that, he lights up again, and he'll laugh because we're kind of laughing about the fact that he's making us do it sometimes. And maybe he realizes that. No? Okay. I don't know. I think that sometimes there might be a little bit more to it. But
regardless, no, he's getting something out of it. He's not doing it because he sees us getting something out of it.
Okay.
He's doing it because it makes him feel good that we're doing the same thing he's doing.
Okay.
Whereas Taylor, it makes him feel good to make us laugh, make us smile, make us feel proud of him. Mm-hmm. Right? Because then he'll continue to do it. Mm-hmm. Max would continue to do it regardless because he's trying to get something out of you. Yeah. He's trying to get the thing that he wants. That joy, that he gets when you play his game with him,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I get you. That makes sense.
Weird science experiment, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
If there is whatever creator or whoever sends these humans to wherever they come from, these souls or these personalities or whatever, did a number, man. They're like, hey, here's a mildly autistic kid. You can handle this. Here's a 3-year-old crazy person. You can handle this too. Right? Like but then putting it in the same jar, it's really benefit both of them in different ways. Because Taylor's going to grow up, like he's going to go to school. He's going to see an autistic person. He's going to be like, whatever.
And not in a bad way. Just like he's not going to bully this kid for being that way. He's going to look at him like he's any other normal kid.
I was going to say, I don't even think he's going to do the opposite. He might do the opposite and be like, oh, this kid's autistic. I'm going to help this kid out. Like this kid needs a kid to hold his hand through the school. That's going to be me because my brother's autistic too.
I can see that being him.
Right. But at the same time, it's not going to affect him. Right? It's just going to be the thing to do because that's what he's always done.
Yeah. And I think you're right. I think it's a dynamic between the two of them that is beneficial for both of them. 100%.
Yeah.
Through and through. We would have had Max with us today. But you would have just heard a lot of drumming because we're in our studio, and another thing that Max likes is to play music.
Maybe we can intercut some Max. We'll take some video.
Yeah, he might be in the thumbnail. I could include him in the thumbnail as well, or both the boys. We'll see.
No, I was thinking of taking a video.
And
putting it in.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, my mind didn't go that way. My apologies. I must have misheard you. Yeah. Okay. Either way, yes, we can showcase. The point is that putting him here in the studio with us would have made it fairly tricky. But if the drums weren't set up, then we probably could have gotten away with it, and you would have just heard some of his vocal stems in the background, which
that would have been fine.
That would have been fine because we live with it every day, so you might as well live with it once in a while too. Just kidding, you don't have to.
It gets. The only thing that gets annoying is the level it gets to sometimes, like the volume level, and the repetitiveness. It's
sometimes for me, it's the repetitiveness for sure. Like the volume, I can.
Oh come on! When you do this kind of stuff, like that's too much. And it starts off like from down here and it ends up like up here, or
maybe I am a little autistic.
I get the whole repeating thing. I get it.
Yeah.
But
like why he's doing it.
When I was a kid, I used to repeat words because I thought they were funny or sounded funny or something like that, right?
Right.
Or you ever do the thing where you repeat a word so many times it just loses all meaning? Right? Like you sit there and you say cup, 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 cup.
That happens to me when I
say like you do that for like 10 minutes and then like 10 minutes later it's like, why cup? Why? What is that? That word means nothing to me now. But no, it's do it like 3 or 4 times. That's fine. But when he's doing it for like 10 minutes straight, like open up and say open up and say open up and say open up and say Chuck's sitting there laughing about it. I'm gonna stick him in a fucking room with that kid for a day.
I'm sure parrot owners can.
Oh my God. Good point, dude. Good point. That's why I call him my little parrot.
I mean, he's great.
Right? Because he does. He'll say the same thing over and over again like that, or he'll repeat, right? And then put him in front of a mirror. Just like a parrot.
Sometimes.
Right? He'll like start showing himself
he
off. He
loves making facial expressions
on his hips
and making sure he's doing the right actions for his
scene or whatever.
Scenes.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing. He's great to watch. I love him so much. And Max, if you ever in the future are listening to this, I hope we didn't offend you in any way. And know that we absolutely love you so much.
Oh, the kid's amazing. The kid's fucking smarter than all 3 of us in this goddamn room.
Absolutely.
Man. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's great.
We love the humans.
Yeah,
What
they're
time it is?
wonderful. What time?
It's time for another Batman.
All right.
It's time for another Batman.
Good, because I'm getting emotional.
Yeah, good. And then it's time for a joke.
Time for a joke.
Skeletor has a joke for us.
Well, you
today.
open that, and I'm going to tell people what I'm looking forward to this week.
I'm going to open this and let's see what's inside.
I am looking forward.
There's a Batman in there.
There's a
It's a Batman, but it's a different one. It's a different.
Chuck's like,
Oh, that one's
shit,
dope.
it was
That
the
one's
same
really
one,
cool.
isn't it?
What the fuck's going on there? That guy's pretty cool. John Romita Jr. Must be one of them comic book artists. That one's pretty cool too, though. It's different. You got a little battering. Oh, it looks like more like a fucking.
You got to do the whole thing, and you put your hand behind
Oh,
it.
I gotta be like I gotta be an influencer. And,
yeah, you
and
got to
put
fucking
put
do it right,
that.
bud.
I'm gonna
Oh, yeah. Here, you want some of my nails for some good ASMR. Asthma.
But that's a cool one too.
Cool.
Looks like he's got a Slim Jim. He's about to like bust into the.
No,
Joker's car.
No,
don't do it. I'm gonna have to pay copyrights. He'll go back there with Optimus Prime.
There you go.
He'll be the Optimus Prime. All right, you tell us what you're looking forward to, and then I'll tell a joke.
All right. I am looking forward to this week. The kids and I are going to go to Pioneer Village and see the longhouses this week. And I am also.
Our house is pretty long.
I mean, yeah, but not as long as this one. And then next weekend, we're going to go and do this little mix and mingle D&D thing.
Oh, yeah, right.
Where we're going to go meet some like-minded folks that also like D&D, which we don't play D&D. We just really want to play D&D and like D&D things. But we don't actually have
I like the concept of it.
group. We tried once. Unfortunately, it didn't go over very well.
Oh, man. You really have to have a dungeon master who knows what the fuck they're doing, man.
That knows what they're doing.
Don't waste my goddamn time.
And we're very creative people, so it has to be a dungeon master that can really pull us into the world and like really get us into it. Because if not, I'm not there for it. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to those things.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I guess I'm looking forward to those things too because you said so.
Yeah, it'll be a good week.
So,
A good week.
what am I looking for? I'm looking forward to playing my new games.
Your new games. Oh, your new
My
games.
new horrified games.
Right. I think we told everybody that we've been playing these new games.
I don't know.
But
They're
they're
pretty fun, though.
Horrified is what they're called. They're a series by Ravensburger games.
Ravensburger.
And they're really cool. We're really enjoying them. We've bought them up like hotcakes.
Yeah, we only have one more,
One more to get.
and there's like 6 of them.
Yeah. We haven't even played all of the character monsters.
No,
in each
and
one
that's
yet,
okay.
Anything.
That's
so.
okay. Because then as you go back, right, now you want to play them. And then you can take monsters from the other games and put them in the other games.
Yeah.
So you can just twist it all around.
If you're wondering what the hell we're talking about, I'll throw a link to what type of game it is we're talking about down below.
No, sure.
And we'll be able to share that with you. That's what I wanted to say. As you can see, I'm getting a little sleepy.
A little sleepy.
Maybe your joke will make me laugh and wake me up so I can get home.
Maybe it will. Talk to the people for another minute.
Talking to the peoples. Well, if we have Skeletor. Oh, he's dead. That's right.
Skeletor's eyeballs are dead.
His eyeballs weren't on.
Yeah, his
But he's
eyeballs are
dead. But that's okay. Are you looking forward to anything this week, Chuck? AJ told me to talk, so guess what? I'm talking to you. And the people, are you looking forward to something this week? Put it below in the comments. And such.
Put it below in the comments.
In the comments. All right, what are you doing over there?
Oh, you just wait.
Uh-huh.
You just wait.
Okay.
I'm ridiculous.
It's all you, baby.
Did you hear about the guy who invented lifesavers?
No.
They say he made a mint.
I can't remember when I've had a more pleasant day. Until we meet again.
That's amazing.
Skeletor thought it was funny.
You're great.
Skeletor thought it was funny. I'm going to put a little Skeletor button on here now.
You really should, for sure.
I really need a glass breaking sound.
Yes.
But, yeah.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'm just gonna let it go.
Bye.
Hey, try again. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.